Hello, welcome to the first Java tutorial of this series. Today we're just going to be going over general setup, creating our first project, and output to the terminal. Nothing too complicated, but just enough to sort of learn a couple of things. So you're going to have to download two things in order to code really anything in Java, and that's an IDE, otherwise known as an Integrated Development Environment, and our JDK, which is Java itself. And so I'm using IntelliJ because that's just my preference. There's other integrated development environments out there, such as NetBeans, Eclipse, and VS Code. For a lot of you, this might make no sense and might mean nothing, but that probably means you should just download IntelliJ. And so I'm going to assume a lot of you guys are on Windows, but if you're not, if you're on Mac or Linux, you can go ahead and click those. But you're going to want to download this. And if you want to buy the Ultimate, sure, go ahead. You got to pay money though. But we can also do the community one, which is free. So you go ahead and download this. Um, all the default options, just click yes to everything. There's nothing special about it. Just go with the default installation process. And then once you're done that, we're going to go over to our Java JDK download. Same thing. You're going to want to download whichever one that corresponds to. Right now we're in Linux. I'm going to go to Windows because most of you guys will be on Windows, and we're going to want to download whatever you really want. 64-bit installer, most likely. I don't know the situation, but I would do the 64-bit installer personally, and that's what I did. Okay, so how to, now that everything's downloaded and we went through the general process, we can now go over to something like this. You'll see in IntelliJ. And we're going to want to create a new project, and the new project will look something like this. And it's going to say project SDK. And so you're going to look for the JDK you just downloaded. You're going to want to find the file location of it, add JDK wherever it's located on your computer, find it and put it in here. And then we're going to press next again, and we're going to rename this to whatever you want. I'm going to call it tutorial YT1. Press enter, and now we have this. This is our integrated development environment. And so this is our IDE. And so a lot of things are going on here. We don't need to worry about a lot of it because there's a lot to cover. So we're going to see a source file over here on the left side. We're going to go ahead and right click it, press new, press Java class. And then in the Java class, we're going to type, I'm going to call this tutorial main. You can call it anything you want. It does not matter. I'm going to press enter. And now we have a public class, tutorial main, with open squirrely bracket and closed swirly bracket, or parentheses, whatever the hell you want to call them. And so you can kind of ignore this for now. It's not going to make sense until you get the basics down. It's just unnecessary to learn about it now, and I'll cover videos on about it in the future, but as of now, just ignore it. So I'm going to type a couple of things that are also going to make absolutely no sense, but that's completely fine. So I'm going to type public static void main string, and then args. And now we have, this is our main method. You're going to want to type exactly what I typed out, like word for word, case sensitive. This is important. This is your main method. This is where everything runs. Everything you put inside here, keep in mind it has to be in between these two brackets that are highlighted yellow. This is your main method. Everything that you want goes in here. And so everything that I type, like if I run this right now, I'm going to right click here and press run. If I run this now, nothing will show, but we're not going to have any errors either because nothing is in my main method, right? And so I'm going to go ahead and type system.out.println. And essentially what this does is whatever we put in here, provided the syntax is correct, will output down here in our terminal. This is what we call the terminal. And so I'm going to go ahead and put two quotation marks, and I'm going to say hello world exclamation point. So this is going to display hello world down here, and that'll be the end of this tutorial. I'm going try and keep things short. So there we go, we have hello world. So to recap, we downloaded IntelliJ, we downloaded JDK17, we created our first project, and we displayed information to the output.